Guys, we have finally done it. We have finally managed to get a green arrow in FPL after weeks and weeks of endless suffering and pain. We have finally managed to get a green arrow. As you guys can see, we got 62 points in game week 7, which meant I've got a massive green arrow, guys, from 1.3 million all the way up to 290k. It's looking good for me now. Finally, I don't have to rant. I don't have to rage and be angry. I can finally be happy. I've enjoyed this week, guys. I'm not gonna lie. For once, it's been a good week, and I'm here for it, man. 62 points. The team did really well. Of course, my 290k rank may go slightly lower because that was before the games have been played today. So Aston Villa played, Chelsea played, Palmer got an assist, Solanke got an assist. So my rank might go down to maybe 350k or so, but all in all, it's looking good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man, the team did really well, and I want to start off talking about Starboy Saka. Starboy Saka, I called him out in my team selection video. I said to him that it was a criminal offence blanking against relegation fodder Leicester at home. I said he should be locked up in FPL prison and put behind bars for blanking last week. Because as you guys remember, last week we had Saka in the team and he only got 3 points against Leicester at home. So I said he deserved to go to FPL prison for that. And oh boy, did this man shut me up. I said before the game week, he must deliver against Southampton at home. I said Saka, you must deliver and you must get FPL points against Southampton at home. And oh boy, did he do that. Oh boy, did he prove me wrong, and oh boy, did he shut me up. 16 points, 1 goal, 2 assists for Starboy Saka. I couldn't ask for anything more. I just wish I decided, and I wish I was brave enough to put the captain's armband on him or Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, another player who managed to get on the score sheet this week. Another player that not many people have. A lot of people, especially on wildcard, did decide to actually go for double Arsenal defence instead of double Arsenal attack. So I feel like I benefited from actually Arsenal conceding. I'm not going to lie. Arsenal conceding, I feel like actually benefited me because a lot of people went for double Arsenal defence as opposed to double Arsenal attack. So the Arsenal assets, all in all, absolutely just... yeah, they smashed it for me. So really happy with that, man. But like I said, I wish I wasn't a chicken. I wish I wasn't, I would swear, but I'm not going to swear. But I just wish I wasn't such an idiot. I wish I wasn't so scared of Erling Haaland. Because if I wasn't so scared of Erling Haaland, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have captained Saka. It was Havertz. He was the one that I really did want to captain. And he outscored Erling Haaland, who we'll speak about quickly. He blanked once again. Now look, of course, I don't like Erling Haaland blanking, right? He's a £15 million asset. He cannot be blanking this much. It's 2 games, 2 blanks, right? So 2 blanks in a row for Erling Haaland. I watched the highlights on Match of the Day, and I'm going to be honest, he didn't really get a lot of chances, right? As opposed to someone like Bukayo Saka, for example, who, when I watched the game, the highlights against Southampton on Match of the Day, we saw Saka, everything was going through Saka. He was at the heart of the Arsenal attack. He was creating chances, getting shots off. He was at the centre of everything. The same can't really be said for Erling Haaland this week. I don't feel like he got many chances to score. There was one chance that I saw in the highlights where Foden put a nice pass through to Erling Haaland and his shot just went wide. But all in all, he didn't really get that many chances against Fulham, and if we're being honest, Fulham really deserved to win that game. I'm going to be honest, Fulham had so many chances. Adama Traore was causing problems, as he usually does against the high line like Manchester City's. He was causing problems, and Adama Traore realistically should have scored about 3 goals. I'm going to be real. He should have had a hat-trick that game. Ederson came in clutch and made a few saves, but obviously Man City still did concede. So look, thankfully Rico Lewis did get the assist for that amazing Doku goal, so that was nice. But yeah, Foden and Erling Haaland did blank. Look, as I said, it's annoying. Erling Haaland, he's super expensive, so we need him more times than not to deliver. Unfortunately, this week he didn't. I'm not mad at him though, because like I said, it's just... look, he's not going to return every week. He's simply just not going to return every single week in FPL. There will be phases, there will be periods where this man will blank, but I still think he's worth that money, and the fixtures coming up for this man are absolutely fantastic, and I will still captain him in these games. Wolves away, Wolves defence is absolutely shocking. He's the standout captain option. In game week 9, Southampton at home, he's the standout captain option. Bournemouth, Brighton, again, two teams that are really poor defensively. So look, I think Haaland will still be a good pick in these games and definitely the best captain choice for these weeks, which is why I'll still be captaining Erling Haaland. I'll be totally honest with you guys. But yeah, Phil Foden, although he blanked, I'm still positive on Phil Foden, all right? The underlying data is not great, but from what I saw in the highlights, he could have had an assist to Erling Haaland, right? And what I want to say is that these fixtures here, Wolves away, Southampton at home, Bournemouth and Brighton are so good for Man City. I really do see Foden starting in these games as well. And like I said, if Foden starts, I really do think he'll be a good pick. Look, look, not many people probably agree with me on this one, but I really do think Foden will be one of the best players to own in the next few game weeks. So look, I'm still going to rely on Phil Foden. Although he blanked for me this week, I'm still going to keep him for the upcoming games because I do believe he'll start as well. You know, I don't know if KDB will be back after the international break, but even if he is he going to be up to, you know, match sharpness and match fitness? Who knows? So yeah, but what I do want to talk about is the double Liverpool defense, guys. Double Liverpool defense. We got a clean sheet. I told you guys the reason why I went for this defense is because it was from players of the best defensive teams in the league. And look, thankfully, at least one of the teams kept a clean sheet. And thankfully, it was from a team that had double defense in. Trent and Konate with Liverpool getting the clean sheet away to Crystal Palace was absolutely fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic, especially because Arsenal conceded as well. Like I said, a lot of people had double Arsenal. And then obviously Rico, although City conceded, Rico Lewis to get the assist, and he's not owned by a lot of people. But yeah, Liverpool clean sheet was absolutely fantastic. I feel like, you know, Trent got 2 bonus points, but he was I do want to speak to you guys about Trent because I'm not gonna lie, I watched the game live and he did he should have got an assist, right? He put in a great cross for Diogo Jota and Diogo Jota should have scored, right? I'm not gonna lie, he should have scored, right? Trent Alexander-Arnold should have had an assist. However, I will say I'm not liking the volume of chance creation from Trent Alexander-Arnold on the eye test. I've not looked at the stats, and quite frankly, I don't really care what the stats say because I'm going to be totally honest. From what I am seeing on the eye recently, Trent doesn't seem to be getting forward as much. He doesn't seem to be creating a high volume of chances, right? Yes, he created one good quality chance for Jota in the second half, but when we're talking about sort of volume and the amount of chances he's creating, it's not that high in my opinion. You know, I'm watching a game and I'm actually seeing, you know, Robertson when he's playing and Tsimikas if he's playing actually creating more chances. Like Robertson, I feel like he's overlapping more, he's getting more crosses into the box and getting into more dangerous areas. I just feel like Trent Alexander-Arnold right now, he's playing for one of the best defensive teams in the league, which I like. But we pay that extra money for Trent for the attacking threat. And right now, from what I'm seeing on the eye test, I just feel like Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't looking as dangerous as we think. That's my honest opinion on Trent. So he's someone to look at. He is someone... He's someone that I actually might take him out sooner or later. I'm not too sure yet, but he's definitely one to watch in my opinion. But yeah, that's all I'll say on Liverpool. That's all I'll say on Trent. Overall, I will say Liverpool defense this season looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, Crystal Palace did have some chances, but, you know, even Arsenal last season, you know, even when their defense was absolutely incredible, they still gave up some chances every now and then. But ultimately, what I will say is that Liverpool, generally speaking, are controlling the majority of games, and that's what I like about their defense. So yeah, man. So yeah, the defense, all in all, wasn't too bad for me. Double Liverpool defense clean sheet. Rico Lewis getting the assist. Raya, of course, conceding, but I'm not too mad about Raya. He's going to be in my team for the whole season. So yeah, I'm not really bothered about that. Mbeumo scoring a penalty, and Mbeumo makes it. How many? He's scored in the last 3 games and he's got 6 goals in 7 games. I mean, Mbeumo, what an asset this man has been so far this season. Absolutely incredible. And I keep saying it in my transfer talk videos. Guys, you've got to be buying Mbeumo. It's as simple as that, man. The fixtures were really good, and they still are really good. So yeah, Man United next, who are really poor, and then Ipswich, Fulham, Bournemouth. I mean, Bryan Mbeumo is just so good. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, I was a bit sad and underwhelmed because Brentford won 5-3. They scored 5 goals, and to only get 1 return from Bryan Mbeumo felt a bit underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. And I watched the game as well again, match of the day. I watched the highlights, and he did create quite a few chances. I feel like he could have had a few assists in that game. There was a chance as well where I think it was Sade. I think it was Sade where he was through on goal, and yet he could have passed it across to Mbeumo, but he decided to take the shot on himself. So yeah, the stats won't pick that up obviously as well. But all in all, I think Mbeumo is just class, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Mbeumo is just pure class, and you've got to be buying Mbeumo. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I want to talk about Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well, guys, because Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'm not going to lie, personally, I got robbed. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I'm going to keep it real. I got robbed. He should have had a penalty. I'm going to be honest. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Do you think that was a penalty on Dominic Calvert-Lewin? All I'm saying is, if the ref gave it as a penalty, I don't think VAR would have overturned it. I really do think that was a penalty. He went to strike the ball and Dan Burn got in his way. Yes, he kicked Dan Burn, but that's because Dan Burn put his foot there. So in my opinion, that is a foul. Maybe there's a little bit of bias there because I just wanted some FPL points from Calvert-Lewin. But look, he should have scored the chance regardless, right? He should have put that away anyway. It shouldn't have even got to the point where, you know, we're talking about it possibly being a penalty. Like, that chance there was a great chance, and realistically, Dominic Calvert-Lewin should have put the ball in the back of the net. Another thing I want to say though is, in that sort of phase of play, Idrissa Gana Gueye is an absolute fraud, bro. Because as much as I'm saying that should have been a penalty, a bare minimum, it should have been an assist. Because Idrissa Gana Gueye should have scored the rebound. When the goalkeeper parried it out, Idrissa Gana Gueye should have scored the rebound, and instead he slapped it over the crossbar and it went out for a goal kick. But if Idrissa Gana Gueye scored that, it would have been an FPL assist and Dominic Calvert-Lewin would have got some FPL points, right? So yeah, just that whole phase of play was really annoying, because in my opinion it should have been a penalty, but then I'll say Dominic Calvert-Lewin should have scored, and then I'll say Idrissa Gana Gueye should have at least scored the rebound. So I just feel like I was pretty unlucky there not to get any points from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but he had a pretty decent game as well, I will say that. So look, although he's been flopping for me ever since I put him in, he's flopped for me. He's not done anything. I do like the next fixture, Ipswich away, right? So I'm probably going to keep him. It is what it is. Yeah, hopefully he can improve. Hopefully he can pick up and start getting some good FPL returns. But Anton Semenyo, yeah, you know, it is what it is. He flopped against Leicester. It is what it is, man. I mean, I will say right now, right, he's gone. He will be transferred out of my FPL team because the next few games are looking really tough. Again, I caught the highlights of Match of the Day. I didn't really see him involved too much. I didn't really see him getting many shots off or having many chances, to be honest. So yeah, it is what it is, really. I've not got too much to say on Semenyo. It was always a short-term punt for the 2 games against Southampton and Leicester. He delivered in one of those games, getting the goal against Southampton, but unfortunately he couldn't do the same against Leicester. It is what it is, man. We move on. One thing I do want to talk about though, another thing I do want to talk about with you guys, not related to my team but related to my overall rank, is the Man United game and Chelsea game. So look, a lot of people transferred in Cole Palmer and he only got 1 return, and a lot of people did captain him. Now, if you've got Palmer and Erling Haaland and you chose to captain Palmer over Haaland, then fair play, GG's, man. It was the right call, right? But overall, a lot of people put in Palmer this week and a lot of people took out Saka. Now, that's absolutely fantastic. Now, I was pretty, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sort of disappointed with my score after Saturday. Like, Saturday evening, after all the games had been played, I was pretty disappointed. But then when I saw the average, when I saw the rank boost that I got from my score, I was like, wow, I didn't expect it. But then I was also saying, like, you know, I'm kind of scared because on Sunday, you know, there's still Watkins, Rodgers, Palmer, Solanke, Porro. Like, I still could go down massively. But Sunday was actually a really good day for me because Watkins blanked, Rodgers blanked, Palmer only got 1 assist, so, you know, that's not really too bad. That's not going to affect my rank too bad. Jackson flopped as well, and then Porro conceded. Solanke only got 1 assist, so again, it's not the worst thing in the world. So all in all, the plays that could have really destroyed my rank actually flopped. They didn't flop, you know. Well, some of them flopped and some of them got minimal returns, you know, just the 1 assist. So yeah, all in all, I think a lot of things went my way this week. It could have been better because obviously in a normal world where Man City score 3 goals, you'd expect Haaland or Foden to be involved. So it could have been better, my overall score, my overall rank. However, I'll take it. I really will take it this week. 62 points. I'm really happy with that, guys. And for once, I've got a positive match reaction or positive game week reaction, should I say. I'm not angry, I'm not annoyed, I'm not frustrated with the game. I'm actually pretty happy. And going into the international break, guys, we also have free free transfers, so I am going to think about what to do with this team. Semenyo definitely has to go, and yeah, man, we'll see what we do for game week 8. But all I'll say is, guys, enjoy the international break. And yeah, comment down below your score. How many points did you get for this week in Game Week 7? And comment your rank down below. I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, hope you guys are too. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then, I'm out, guys. Peace.